Hello, welcome to a Shop My Stash. So I have my empty little makeup tray. I have some products that I'm going to be moving to my empties. The first three items I want to talk about are just the items that I'm going to be using up by the next day. So the first is my all-nighter makeup setting mist. There's not too much, there's honestly enough to like maybe dampen a brush or a sponge. So I'm just going to use it to help dampen a sponge before I put this in my empty. So really exciting on this one. I then am going to probably use this, I'm not even going to use this one more time. This is falling on my face. I love this mascara. It's the Bare Minerals Lashtopia. I think the wand is beautiful. There's a ton of product left in there, which is like the part that like makes me super sad. But I love this mascara so much. The wand is nice. It's a little volumizing, which I don't typically like in a mascara, but I really love this mascara in general. I typically like the Bare Minerals mascaras. I think they're really nice. Maybe next Christmas I'll pick up another couple of these. That's going in my empties. And then this, I used this for the last time today. This is a spoiler to, well, I guess this is a spoiler to my 20 favorites, and this is a spoiler to my 20 favorites. This is the One Day Tattoo Real Lasting by K palette. These are all of my like base complexion products. So primers, foundations, concealers all live in this top drawer of my Alex 9 drawer. So I'm just gonna pick the items that I've been using for the past little while that are in my project pan. So I'm gonna pick these two that are in my 20 favorites. This is the Becca First Light Priming Filter and then the Tatcha Silk Canvas. I really have been enjoying these. I enjoy them in conjunction. I enjoy them solo. So I am going to pick both of these out to use. And I have the tool to use with it. And then foundation. I think I'm just gonna, again, pick the ones that are in my project pan. So this one is the Estee Lauder Double Wear. This is in Ivory Nude. Down there, you probably can't see it, but I've used a good chunk of this up already, so I really enjoy pairing this foundation because it's a little bit too light for me. I've been out in the sun a little bit more this year, so I'm going to pull this one in, and then I have been wearing this LA Girl Pro Coverage with it, but I think I want to switch to this Healthy Vitalist, or this CoverGirl Healthy Vitalist Elixir. This is in Buff Beige. I used these together one other time so far, and I really liked the way that it looked. So I think I'm going to pull this one in for the next couple weeks, and then I'll probably be swapping the LA Girl with that in the future, but just want to get some love on that CoverGirl one. And then as far as powder foundation goes, I've been working on this Bare Minerals one. This is almost done. I'm so excited. There's still definitely a long road to go, but I want to use this. I like to use this as like a setting powder over my foundation or my liquid foundations, just to make the longevity a little bit better, especially in like the work day. I think that pairs really well. So I'm going to pull that in, and then we'll move on to concealers. I'm again going to just focus on, I don't have that many concealers. I have 4. So I'm going to focus on the ones in my project pan, which are these two here. This is the MAC Pro Longwear in NC20. This is in my Mission 100 and my 20 favorites. So I'm going to pull that in, and then same thing with this Bare Minerals Well Rested. This is in my 20 favorites. As you can see, I have a good chunk gone out of this. I'm more than halfway through with it. I don't know if I'll be able to finish it within a month. Probably not, but I do really enjoy this. You don't need a ton for your under eyes, but I swear by this. So I'm going to pull both of these and just continue to show them love and affection. Now that kind of sums up this drawer. I feel like I could possibly pull out my new sunscreen, but I am so close to being done with my current sunscreen. I've cut the other one that I'm using and emptied it, and I probably have another week or 2 left, so I'm going to save this. So this will probably be pulled out next time. I only have one sunscreen that I buy and work on at a time, so moving down here, I have my complexion accessory products. So highlight, bronzer, and blush like singles. I have some setting powders here. I am going to continue to work. I've been working on this one the past couple weeks. I'm about halfway done with this, and think, I think I want to continue to just work on it. So I'm gonna pull this out too. It's just a nice setting powder. It's very, very soft. This is a Bare Minerals Mineral Veil. It's so, so soft. It feels like velvet on the skin. This is technically the tinted hydrating one. This is so old that there is definitely no hydrating benefits left into it, but it is a nice like tinted product, so it doesn't like leave any white cast on the skin. So I'm gonna pull this guy in to work on a little bit more. That's gonna be it for my setting powders. And then rolling into highlight bronzers. So this is in my 20 favorites, but I don't think I want to work on this yet. I've used it a couple times, but I am really trying to focus on using this. Oh my gosh, that Too Faced one just smells so good. I've been working on focusing and using this up. This is my last mini of my Cover FX custom enhancer drops. As you can see, I have a couple full-size ones. I have 2 of the Moonlight by Cover FX and then a full size of the Revolution Champagne. That's unopened, actually. This one's not open, and then I have a Cover FX that's not open. So I am trying to just use through this. Then I will work on this guy, and then we'll see where that takes me in my collection. So I'm just gonna take this one out for right now. So this is a beautiful kind of blue toned. I've been using it almost every day. I think I could mix this in with my foundations and blow through it. So I might use it that way. So I'll pull that one out. This is in my 20 favorites also. This is my Lisa Frank with Glamour Dolls matte bronzer. I have, as you can see, a decent pan showing, and I don't know if you can tell on camera, but I can see it in person. I can see the grid like almost all the way around this product. This is super, super thin. There's not that much product in it. I paid way too much money on the stupid Kickstart to have only received 2 products, this one and then a product that I finished up last year. So I'm trying to get this out. I'm very salty. This is a garbage brand. Never buy from Glamour Dolls. Trash company. Beautiful product. So I want to just focus on this. So I've been using another bronzer for the first 4 days of the year and then all of December. So now it's time to focus and try to use this bad boy up. I think I could do it. I finished 2 bronzers last year, so I think I could totally finish this one up. Then I am gonna pull my NARS Orgasm. This is just a mini guy. This is in my Mission 100% cruelty free. I don't love NARS Orgasm, so I'm kind of just meh about this, but I want to use her up. And then I think to pair, I want to use another one that's in my project pan, and that is Flutter by Bare Minerals. This is a cheek tint. It's really beautiful. It's just a super bright pink, as you can see. I wonder if I can get a decent swatch on this. No, it's like super sheer, but you can really build it up. No, you can't even tell. Actually maybe a little bit there, but it's really pretty. It's nice and light. Again, it has the same texture as the Mineral Veil, so it's just really, really soft. I think pairing these 2 on top of each other, like this first with this on top, would be really, really beautiful and offer just like a really lovely glow to the skin. So I'm gonna pull these guys out and hopefully make good progress with them the next couple weeks. And then I think that's all that I want through here. Since we're basically done with that all-nighter, I am going to pull in, this is my Too Faced Hangover RX. This one is completely full. I've literally never used this once. So I want to pull this in, give it a good try and see what I can do. I like wrote a note to myself to use it second after that all-nighter, and then this one to use last. So I'm going to pull this in. With that all-nighter being done, I am now at my numbers in my setting spray. So if I use one of these up, I can buy another one. So excited. So I'm gonna roll this in and see what kind of usage I can get in that. Another one that's in my 20 favorites is this Ofra Feeling Myself Trio. As you can see here, I have Pan in Blissful. That's the shade here. I'm working on Pillow Talk and Rodeo Drive. I'm so close to hitting Pan in Pillow Talk. It's not even funny. Literally could hit Pan in like 2 days, I think. So maybe, but These are the ones I'm kind of focusing on. I really love this palette, so I'm going to continue to work on this. This is by far one of my favorite highlighter formulas, so really happy to be getting a lot more use on this. So we'll roll this one in, or I guess continue to use it, whatever. This is the bronzer that I was working on, just FYI. This is all of the contour shades from the Makeup Revolution, and then these are 2 of the highlight shades from the Makeup Revolution. I repressed it in a Bare Minerals palette, but we're not going to use that anymore. Since I have a lot of pinky toned blushes, I think I want to use something from here. So this is just a MAC palette. I hate this MAC palette, to be quite honest with you, but whatever. I have, these are all Bare Minerals products in these like kind of oblong looking pans. And then these 2 are MAC ones. I want to pull this one here. This is an Indecent Proposal by Bare Minerals. This is one of my favorite shades of blush of all time. It's very, very flattering on the skin. Let's give it a little swatcheroo. So just, again, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. These are super old, so I need to determine if I actually want to keep this formula. Yeah, you can totally see it. Just really nice. I think that's a beautiful shade for like the winter time as it is now. So 4th drawer down, I have to keep my hair ties in here or else my cat will find them. This is high enough where he can't reach them. So I'll just tuck those back there. So first things that I'm going to pick out of here are the 2 items that are in my Pan Those eyeshadows. So this is a Bare Minerals little single in Exotic Laura. This is one of the shadows I picked for my Pan Those eyeshadows. So really beautiful, like it looks a lot lighter when it's actually on. Gosh, if I can do this without. So really beautiful. So, oh goodness, if I could. So I'm gonna keep this out and work on this guy. And then I'm going to also take my MAC pigment in Tan. This is a beautiful, beautiful shade. Let me see if I can give it a little swatch. So next to that, focus on my hand. So again, really, really beautiful. Just a lighter, almost a lighter version of that. Someone suggested doing like a halo eye with these, and I think that's a really good idea. So I will definitely be doing that in the next week or so. So I really, as much as I hate to like this because MAC's not cruelty free, I do really enjoy using this right now at least. So I'm going to pull that out and continue to use it. I think that's all from in here that I want to use. I'll kind of pull for my lip balms whenever I want them, but I think I want to keep working on these 2 at least. So this is just a nice matte red. This is Kiko Classic Red, really beautiful. And then this is MAC Beat Lip Liner. I actually can wear these together and it looks fine. It looks definitely more cool tone swatch, but they look fine paired this underneath this. I think they look really well together. So I'm going to keep working on these guys. I think pairing these with those is also really pretty, so I'm going to continue to work on those. I have a couple other things I want to pull out of here. I have a couple lip glosses, but I think what I want to do is work on this pink one because I think it would pair really nicely with the red. And plus these are like the older ones in my collection. I really want to use these up. So this is Crowd Surfer by Bare Minerals. This is a Marvelous Moxie. They don't, I believe, sell these anymore, but just a really pretty. So I'm gonna pull that guy out and work on it. And then this I've been working on too. This is in my 20 favorites. This is just Stila Shimmer and Glow in Twig. I have a ton of window in there, as you can see, so I don't think I'm too far off from using this up. But I've really been enjoying using this with tan layered on top as like a quick everyday kind of smoky eye. It's not too much for work, but it looks really pretty, and it looks like I actually put a ton of effort in when I put like close to none. So I'm gonna roll this in and continue to just focus on this guy. I think now that's it from, since I'm on the last leg of the K palette liquid liner, I think I'm gonna pull in, this one's definitely older. So we're gonna pull this one in. This one's older. This one, oh gosh, is also from Japan. This is my Love Darling eyeliner. That was so easy. The point is super fine, but it's also, I feel like, doing that thing the other one did. I don't know. We'll try this. We'll get some use out of this, and hopefully we'll see what we can do with it. Then I have been working on both of these. This is the Ulta Matte Nude Eye Primer. I have been preaching how much I love this, and literally, I mean, I've only have like 7 videos, but I've been preaching how much I love it. Come April, this will be gone finally, so we'll just continue to work on this. And then this really does work to keep shadows on, so I'm gonna pull this out. I really love this glitter primer, so we'll just roll this in and continue to work through this. Okay, either that or this. I think I want to go with the lighter brown. So I'm gonna go in with this shade here. This is Bare Minerals Round the Clock liner in 7 p.m. I'm gonna pull this out. I think that brown goes really nicely with this, and then these shades. It's not too harsh to wear. Oh gosh, where am I? With these lip colors. So I think I'm gonna pull this one out, and I think I do want to pull in a new mascara since that Lashtopia one has seen its last days, and I only have these two, and this one is definitely older, so I am just gonna go with the older one. This is the Heroin Make Advanced Film, what are you, Volume and Curl Mascara. I got this in Japan a couple years ago, and I've never opened it. No, I didn't get this. My sister-in-law brought this back for me when she was able to move from Japan to the States. So I'm gonna use this and think of her every time I do my makeup. So very excited, it'll be fun. So pull that one in. I'm gonna pull this. I don't know how many times I'm gonna use it because I am working on another thing trying to use up. So I'm gonna pull in, this is in my Mission 100% cruelty free. This is just the Sephora retractable brow pencil in dark brown. Where are you? Chocolate brown. So I'll roll this. I don't have a terrible amount left, but enough. So I'll continue to just kind of use this and work on that. And then I've pulled all of my palettes, but I think I may want to grab a couple more. So I have them all out. Let me just sit down here. So, hello everyone. So I have all of the palette choices that I've already kind of grabbed. So I'm just kind of going through quickly. I'm working on this shade here. This is James Charles Morphe palette. This is the shade 518. I'm working on that one. So this palette's gonna be pulled. I'm working on my Juvia's Place Magic. I'm working on the shade Zakia here. So I'm gonna pull that one still. I am working on my Anastasia Prism palette. I'm working on the shade Eden. So I'm gonna pull this as well. And then I am working on my Luxie shade here. This is in Caffeine Queen. I'm gonna pull this. I am also trying to just use this up. This is a random Morphe shade that I depotted from the 35F palette. And then these are from my Lorac Pro 1. This is just like the 16 pan. I use this shade in the brows. These two I could probably declutter. I kind of don't use these anymore. But I do have great pan on them, so I'm gonna just continue to use this. And then I have one other that's in my 20 favorites, so I'm just gonna continue to pull for it. I had to repress the shade. I'll just continue to use this. So Bare Minerals, the Wild Thing Quad. Ooh. This. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna pull, this is a ColourPop single. This is in Feathered. I think I wanna pull that because I'm lacking like really dark colors in my pan those eyeshadows. So I think that would complement really well some of those other shades that I'm using. So I'm gonna pull that. So I think that's all I'm gonna select. But the only other extra I'm gonna pull is Feathered by ColourPop. So yeah, everything else is just like hair care, fragrance, and a heating pad, and then hair tools. So that's really it. So okay, so that is my Shop My Stash. If there's anything that you want to see in particular in any of those palettes, let me know in the comments down below. If you want to like this video and subscribe, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.